I got a new video from Fleekazoid. Halo thinks you're stupid. Oh yeah.
Here it comes. Here it comes.
Go get it.
GTA 6 still has no gameplay. So all in all, a pretty calm summer. Gaming's going
Unless you see the leaks.
through the change right now. We're purging through a decade's worth of dumbass decisions, one multi-million-dollar flop at a time. The latest edition is our beloved Master Cheeks. People need to stop asking if things can get any worse. You're only encouraging them. The saddest part is what a guaranteed win this should have been. Halo fans will buy anything. So how bad do you gotta mess up that not even they want this? Campaign Devolved did what every good remake should do. It took something universally loved and decided to change everything. When I first played this game, it was my biggest wish to have some dude tell me I ain't shit for 4 hours. And why'd you race swap Cortana into Germa? Listen, if you're gonna put him into the game, at least make him lore accurate. Speaking of lore accuracy, the nerds are freaking out, but I don't get it. I'm sure the triumph of tolerance is very real shit, and I'm glad the carrier of peace glassed those orphanages for fun, but I draw the line at the SS Rainbow Dash melting that playground. Listen, I don't know a lot about Halo lore. I had a life and friends back when these games came out. What I do know is that
I'll tell you this. He's going to nail this because they changed so much. And I think what he's going to get to is talking about how the developers just changed things for no reason at all, which is we saw this multiple times with Magic Girl Boss who wants to shout down Master Chief the entire time. But I'll tell you what, Fleekazoid, this guy moves quick.
had you just done nothing, you would have been seen as geniuses.
Correct.
Instead, you thought you had a better idea. Quick question, who gave you permission to think? You haven't earned that right yet. This was your shot. All you had to do was listen to Todd and slap a new skin of paint on the same fucking game. Thinking is for people who understand what fun is, what good games are. You took an iconic entry and watered it down to an overpriced arcade game. Who the fuck are you? Unemployed, hopefully. I tried.
And that's happening right now as we see 4,000 Microsoft employees being laid off. And I got to be honest, I think there's probably going to be more from Halo Studios as this game has drastically underperformed. He's 100% right. Just throwing, like, there are very few games that you can fuck up as bad as they have with this game. All you needed to do was release the exact same game with a new coat of paint. That's it. Just make it look a little prettier. That's it. Just touch up the house and send it out. And everyone would be like, oh. Everyone would have loved that shit. But they somehow felt like they needed to change things.
Tried out unemployment recently after committing the cardinal sin of making huge budgets. And I gotta say, I regret nothing. I should have made them bigger. And I'm glad that I could inspire others to do the same. Use code PIMP to get 10% off. As for the gameplay, it's fine. Like most remakes, it's still fun in spite of the changes. No matter how much you ruin the story, you still have the fun gameplay loop of the original. Ubisoft just did the same
Yes, because he didn't change anything. Nothing was changed in it. See how easy it is?
thing to Black Flag, and despite that, it still was their biggest success. You know what their brilliant idea was to reimagine Halo? They added a sprint button. Do you know why you couldn't run in the original? Because of Master Chief's gargantuan cheeks. Say that 5 times fast, reactors. You can tell exactly where
Master Chief's gargantuan cheeks, Master Chief's gargantuan cheeks, Master Chief's gargantuan cheeks, Master Chief's gargantuan cheeks, Master Chief's gargantuan cheeks. Get fucked!
the improvements are because they feel wrong. The levels weren't designed for these gameplay mechanics. Who the hell thought that letting the tank jump was a good gameplay choice? It's not bad to make games for yourself. Just do it to your own franchise. Don't do it on a remake of a beloved piece of gaming history.
Look, I think it's squirreling around like a damn breakdancer over there, going crazy with that tank. He's 100% right. We saw so many examples of this where people are just literally speed running through levels because the sprint button is there. Those levels were not designed to have a sprint button. The spawn points of those enemies were not designed to have a sprint button. So let's throw a sprint button in.
You deleted homages to the people who built this legacy. Yep. Without them, you wouldn't have a job to get fired from. You don't.
By the way, speaking of, we're going to get their thoughts on Halo and everything at the end of the video, so make sure you guys stick around.
Care about the source material, the people who made it, or the fans that grew up with it. So when you get fired like every other studio in that megacorp, remind me. Why
what's
the hell
coming?
Should anyone feel bad for you? As for the writing, I'll start with the positives. These writers know how to write subtly.
See you in the sequel.
Also, Williams This is good because I can finally unmute the game. Now moving into the negatives, I have a couple notes. First
Here we
off,
go.
way too much sexual tension between me and Johnson.
Time we spent here today, talking, hanging out. I'll never forget it. Where's the road?
Or maybe not enough. Quit looking at me with those longing eyes. Really, I'd call it more of a love triangle between me, Johnson, and my shotgun every time Cortana comes on the screen. They uglified her, and yet Master Chief gets to keep his name? I'm
sorry, let's back up real quick. Look at her. Look at Cortana.
Cortana comes...
What the hell happened? What the hell? You didn't need to do much. This is not how, I guarantee you, this is not how they envisioned Cortana in 2001. There's 0% chance. 0% chance.
Problematic words. We should call him Green Guy now. Besides, from certain angles, she still looks somewhat feminine. We gotta fix that. Listen,
from
I've gotten
behind,
used to losing things I love ever since Taco Night in Saints Row, but losing Cortana is the last straw. I used to plug my USB into that port every night. Now I gotta go around the back and use the motherboard. Can you tell I wrote this in the middle of one of these long-ass cutscenes? I'm cracking Subtleby. Salui? One day I hope to be as good as the Halo devs.
Halo. It's finished.
I think we're just getting started.
Hey!
I know this has been a very serious review so far, but let's lighten up for a second. You all know I love Bungie. I just hate every...
What the hell just happened there? Look at this.
Serious review so far, but let's lighten up for a second. You
just exploded into a million pieces. Phenomenal particle effects, though. Phenomenal. Wow, look at that. That's good.
Oh no, I love Bungie. I just hate everything they make. When PlayStation bought Bungie, I was honestly so fucking happy for them because I thought that meant they would never get to make a game again. Then they made Marathon, and it was so bad PlayStation shut down Destiny. Tough but fair. Remakes have become the re-education camps for developers that were too incompetent to make sequels. My problem with most remakes is that they can't even do nothing right. If the goal of a remake is to bring an old game up to modern day standards, we should stop. Do you know what modern day standards are? Going out of business. Modern day standards are
What a statement. What an absolute statement. Oh my God, I love it. And you know what I think that is the beautiful thing about companies like Nintendo. They do a pretty good job of, they don't try to bring things up to a modern standard. They do some quality of life things, but they don't touch the actual games themselves. It'll be very interesting to see what they do with the new Zelda Ocarina of Time remake coming up very soon, or the remaster, or whatever they're going to do with it. Depends how what they do with that. But for the most part, Nintendo just gives you they just deliver the slop. New coat of paint. Here's the slop. Give me more slop. And you know what? Halo fans would have slopped this shit up.
Long cutscenes and pretty graphics. It's removing unique functionality and replacing it with blue or water. It's replacing a functioning game with pube physics. You were handed the keys to victory and you used them to key the car of success. Thanks for censoring the ship titties, Ubisoft. When I shoot animals, they stand up and ask me, what the fuck, man? Milk the tension, but I'm getting off track. What I meant to say was, the video, it's finished.
Hey, all right, I'm going to put a link down to Fleekazoid's channel right there. Appreciate them letting me react to this. I'll say this. Let's continue this for a second, because here's the thing. We saw an outstanding thread from Niles. Niles, who worked in Halo 3, worked back in the day on the original Halo trilogy. And this was a viral thread that he had that said some really hard truths in it. And the long and short of this is that even if you wanted to get the original team back together, you still want to capture that magic. Everybody in that unique time period of their life, unique hungers, unique goals, all culminated in the original Halo trilogy. And since then, you have all these new people that are trying to cut and paste and try to do their own thing, their own spin on Halo, that were not around. That's the thing. People so often, and I've mentioned this on the channel, mentioned this on our show many, many times, people root for the companies. Wrong. You root for the people. Niles puts it together really well here, and I thought he nailed it here. The devs are not the same people. You want to get everybody together? They're not the same people. The magic of Bungie was a very specific formula of talent stacks and personality types. And you know what? It's changed over the years. Many of the old schoolers didn't like working with each other. That's the God honest truth of it. You think they'd like to get together now? Everything's that super politicized? Absolutely not. 100%. And here's the biggest one. I'm not convinced that most gamers actually want another innovative Halo game. No, just give us more Halo. That's all. That's it. As Fleekazoid said, all you needed to do was put a new coat of paint on it and everyone would have been happy about it. But no. We needed to throw in our own little personal touches. Make it our own. Why? When you don't even need to. And the most amazing thing about this is that it wasn't just Niles. Jamie over here, who was a lead dev on Halo, Honestly, the reason why I moved on from the franchise after Halo 3 was because I had no idea where it should go next either. The story was told. You remember Finish the Fight? They finished the fucking fight, man. The gameplay was perfected right there. The concepts had been explored. Time to drift off into the sunset. Reach was fun, but not a template for a new trilogy. It was foolish to try to make Halo the tentpole game moving forward. Woo, that is some brutal honesty right there from Jamie. And we have Marty O'Donnell, the composer. All right, Niles is right. It's a brief shining moment. Never, just like, hey, enjoy it for what it was. Enjoy it for what it was. And that's all they had to do with this, and they failed to do it. But we're not only seeing this with 343 and Halo Studios, but we also see this from Sandy Peterson. Since I worked at Microprose Studios from 88 to 93, I worked at id Software from 93 to 97. I worked at Ensemble Studios from 97 to 2009. All three studios had amazing and talented teams. Niles is 100% correct. You can't conjure lightning in the same bottle again. Those teams will never return. But the good news is that you can create new teams and new abilities and dreams. Yeah, for sure. But a great video right there from Fleekazoid. I would love to hear your thoughts. Have you played through the new Halo game? The new Halo game? I use that in quotations. And let me know what's your thoughts of it. Or did you just refuse to buy it? Because I think that's where a lot of people went. A lot of people are like, yeah, not my Halo. Hashtag not my Halo. All right. Let me know what you think. New video on screen for you. YouTube thinks you should watch it. I would love if you subscribed. It's on the other side of the screen. Appreciate you guys.